Alright guys, what's up? I'm back again, and I got a video request from a fellow YouTuber who wanted to see my NES collection with commentary. So I thought that I would fulfill that request, and I would take care of that right now. I'm not going to bother showing you guys all the accessories I have, just because they're all scattered all over the place in my closet and the basement and stuff, so I'm not going to bother getting all those out. But I am going to show you my games, though, because that's probably what you guys mostly care about. So, without further ado, I'm just going to get right into it. Alright, so here we go. We have 10-Yard Fight, 1942, 1943. I prefer this one over 1942. It's much better. Bayou Billy really sucks. Anticipation's pretty fun. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I thought it was good. Arch Rivals, Arkanoid, Athletic World, horrible power pad game. Bandai Golf Challenge Pebble Beach, The Bard's Tale, Barker Bill's Trick Shooting, Baseball, Bases Loaded 1 and 2. I prefer the second one slightly more. I have both Batman games. Both of these games are awesome. The Battle for Olympus, my favorite RPG on the system. Bill and Ted's Excellent Video Game Adventure. Bionic Commando, Blades of Steel. Blaster Master, A Boy and His Blob. Bugs Bunny's Birthday Blowout. Caesar's Palace. Then we have Racket Attack. RC Pro-Am is awesome. Both Rad Racers, I prefer the first one. Q*bert, Pro Wrestling, Popeye, that's one you gotta get. That's a really great port from the arcade game. Captain Skyhawk, my opinion, the most underrated NES game, because not a lot of people have heard of this game, and it's always the cheapest game at like flea markets. You only see this for like $1, but this is a really awesome, kind of 3D style shoot 'em up. Just definitely go and get this game. In my opinion, it's the most underrated NES game that's out there. And then we got both Castlevania games. I don't have the third one yet, but so far I prefer the first one. I think everybody kind of prefers the first one. Second one's okay. Championship Bowling, Chippendale's Rescue Rangers. This is one of the newer games I picked up, and I'm absolutely in love with this game, man. This is one of the best NES games you can buy by far. Clash at Demon Head, Cobra Triangle is really awesome, so is Contra. Dash Galaxy and the Alien Asylum, sorry about the glare. Deadly Towers, Deja Vu. Double Dragon, I don't have 2 or 3 yet, but I've only got the first one right now. Double Dribble, Dr. Mario, Duck Hunt, DuckTales. A lot of people prefer DuckTales over the Chippendales Rescue Rangers games. I prefer the Chippendale Rescue Rangers games over DuckTales. I don't know, DuckTales is good, but I just prefer this game a lot more. Alright, moving on, we have Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars. Excite Bike is really good. Faxanadu is another good RPG. Fester's Quest. Final Fantasy I really couldn't get into. Infiltrator. Galaga's a great arcade port. Gauntlet 2 is a really great one. Moving on up here. George Foreman's Knockout Boxing. Golf is a really fun golf game. Gotcha's an alright Zapper game. Gradius is a good shoot 'em up. Gremlins 2, one of the only movie-based games on the system that actually turned out to be fun. I know that's sad to say, but it's true. Gyromite, I don't have the robot yet to play this, legit, but, with 2 controllers, it's a pretty good game. Gyrus, I love Gyrus. This is probably my second favorite spaceship shooter on the NES. I'm going to show you guys what my favorite one is in a minute, but my second favorite, it's awesome. Heavy Barrel, Heavy Shreddin', Hogan's Alley, the best Zapper game on the system. Hoops, Ice Hockey. I've got the complete Akari Warriors trilogy. I prefer the third one over all of these. I don't know, it's just something about the third one I like better. The first one's okay, but they could have done some better things with it. Akari Warriors 2 I can't stand. I really hate this game. I don't know why. But I really couldn't get into that one at all. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Really bad game. Infiltrator. Jack Nicklaus Golf. The worst golf game on the system in my opinion. Then we have Jeopardy and Jeopardy 25th Anniversary Edition. Both are pretty much the same, so it doesn't really matter what one you get. John Elway's Quarterback, Karnov, Kings of the Beach, Kirby's Adventure, Krusty's Funhouse, Kung Fu. This is one of the first NES games I ever bought, and it's awesome. I love Kung Fu. Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf, one of the best golf games, but I prefer the original NES Golf over that one a little bit more. The Legend of Kage, which is a pretty bad game. The Legend of Zelda. This is honestly the first Zelda game I've ever played in my whole life, and I got this like a year ago, so yeah, I know it's kind of sad. Anyway, Life Force is a good spaceship shooter. The Little Mermaid's an okay game. McKids. A lot of people give McKids crap, but I really like this game a lot. I found it really addicting. Major League Baseball, Marble Madness. I have Mega Man 1, 2, and 3. Out of the whole trilogy, you know, I prefer the second one, of course. But I have to get 4, 5, and 6 to complete it. Metroid. Really great game. But the password system really aggravates me because it's so long. Michael Andretti's World Grand Prix. Mickey Mouse Capade, Mighty Final Fight, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, NES Play Action Football, NFL Football, Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2. I prefer the second one, but I have to get the third one eventually. Othello, Pac-Man, Paperboy, Foxes, Peter Pan, and the Pirates. Man, this game sucks. Alright, we have Pinball, Pinball Quest, and Pinbot. Out of all three of these, I prefer Pinbot. But Pinball Quest has a really fun RPG mode that you have to check out. Pinball's fun, but, you know, it's a little bit more primitive compared to Pinbot. I like that one better. Alright, moving on down here. We have Ring King. RoboCop, a lot of people give crap, but I had fun with it. Rockin' Ball is another really good pinball game, but Pinbot is really my favorite so far. And then we have Roger Clemens' MVP Baseball, which is, in my opinion, the most graphically well done baseball games on the system. You know, bases loaded, you know, has it nailed with the gameplay, but this one really does a good job with the visuals. But I don't know, a lot of people think gameplay is more important. I'm one of them, so yeah. Anyway, Roller Games, Russian Attack, one of the hardest games on this system in my opinion. Rygar, Silent Service, I absolutely hate this game. This is my most hated NES game right now. Bart vs. the Space Mutants, Skater Die 2, Snoopy and the Silly Sports Spectacular, Soccer, one of my favorite sports games on the system, Solar Jetman, Spy Hunter, another one of the hardest games I've ever played. And then we have Stanley the Search for Dr. Livingstone. This is the rarest game I've got right now, and this got I think a 6 out of 10 on Nintendo Age. I know it's pretty tame compared to some other games people have, but yeah, it's the rarest game I've got right now. Star Force. This is my favorite spaceship shooter on the NES. Definitely pick this up. It's also one of actually the hardest spaceship shooter too, because you only get 3 lives and no continues. So that's what makes it so hard. It was Star Voyager. I have this on the Atari as well. Star Wars, Star Tropics, Stinger, Strider's also on the Genesis. Super C, Super Glove Ball. I've tried with the Power Glove, but it doesn't do anything at all. Super Jeopardy, the best Jeopardy game you can get in my opinion. I've got all 3 Super Mario Brothers variants. I've got Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt and World Class Track Meet, which came bundled with the Power Set. Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt came with the Action Set and the original Super Mario Brothers cart. And lastly, moving on down here, we have Super Mario Brothers 2 and 3, which I prefer the first one over the whole trilogy. Second one, I know a lot of people don't like. I really don't like it either. The third one is good. It is good, but the first one just has something about it I like better. So yeah. Super Pitfall really sucks. Disney's Tailspin is an alright game. Tecmo Bowl's a great football game. I have all 3 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games. I prefer the third one over the whole trilogy, so if you can get your hands on that one, I recommend it. Tennis, Tetris, Tiger Heli, Tiny Toon Adventures. Tiny Toon Adventures Cartoon Workshop is another one of the rarest games I got. I think I got like a 5 out of 10. Top Gun and Top Gun the Second Mission, I prefer the first one. Track and Field 1 and 2, I prefer the first one. Vegas Dream, Wayne Gretzky Hockey, the worst hockey game ever made, in my opinion. Even the Atari Ice Hockey is better than that, okay? That just goes to show how bad this game is. Wheel of Fortune and Wheel of Fortune, the Vanna White edition, as you can see there. I prefer this one. I don't know, both are pretty much the same, but the first one I just like slightly better. I don't know why, but I just do. Wrecking Crew is another one of my favorite NES games. WWF WrestleMania, really bad wrestling game. You know, you just tap buttons and nothing really seems to happen. Zexus, Yonoid, Yoshi, my favorite puzzle game on the system. I didn't appreciate it when I first started to play it, but once I got more into it, I loved it, and I still do. And lastly, Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. This is my favorite NES game ever made. A lot of people also give this game a lot of crap, but I loved it so much. It is my absolute favorite NES game. So that's it. That's my entire NES collection, guys. I hope you like it. Of course, I plan to get more games eventually. I'm definitely not done yet. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.